Hey guys, it's Gaijin Hunter. Capcom just uploaded the videos showing off all 4 styles for both Sword and Shield and Dual Blades. So without much talking, let's just jump in. We're going to watch the videos and then we're going to watch it one more time with my commentary on top. Please note again that the translations you are seeing are my personal translations and not official ones from Capcom. Let's enjoy. So first up is the Sword and Shield, one of my favorite weapons in the game. If you guys haven't tried Sword and Shield, it's incredibly versatile and powerful, and that's what they're trying to show here. It can do straight offense, it can do charge shots, evasions, blocking, it can do everything. So the guild style is just as we've known it up till now, so it's incredibly versatile. One of the things though that they are adding to the style that never existed before are these new things called blade coatings. Right now you see him applying one that raises the affinity of his weapon, but there are several different coatings that you're going to be able to use, and in the demo that I did for Monster Hunter Cross, they lasted for about 3 minutes. I don't know if that's going to be like that in the final game, but that's what it was in the demo, and that's pretty darn long. Okay, on to aerial style. So aerial style is going to be really interesting because the Sword and Shield can get around really fast. So being able to avoid attacks and aim, I think, is going to be really easy to do with the Sword and Shield. And finally, Bushido style. Now, Bushido style, again, is a perfect evade, so if you can evade at the moment you're about to get hit, you'll do a jump out of the way, and then you do this dash towards the monster. I don't know if you're invincible during the dash, but you might be. But then you can follow it up with this jump attack and a follow-up attack as well, so that is super cool. The Striker style, of course, you can equip 3 different hunting arts. We've seen this first one before, which is called the Round Force. And this thing is really powerful because not only is it an area of attack, but you're invincible the entire time. So if you see yourself about to get hit, you can just tap it and you're all good. This next one is great. It's like a Shoryuken, but you're doing it with your shield actually. So this actually causes a lot of stun damage. I can't wait to do KOs and knock out Rathalos out of the air. That is going to be fun. Now onto a favorite of a lot of my viewers, which is the dual blades. Now dual blades hit faster and more furious than any other weapon in the game. So once you start getting into it, if you have an elemental property on those blades or a status ailment, you're going to be really wrecking that monster. So they really haven't changed anything for guild style, and that's not a bad thing. They added in my favorite like slingshot type attack in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and everything else is still intact and nothing seems nerfed, so that's great. This slingshot move in Archdemon mode is so much fun. Okay, and here is aerial style for the dual blades. Now, the producer Kojima-san, when I met him during the Monster Hunter Cross demo, told me that this is the style that he's been using recently. He said once you get used to it, it just feels really different from all the other dual blade styles. And I have to admit, it looks stylish as all get out. And Bushido style. So, evading through attacks is good, and you charge in and you end up doing almost like a small demon's dance. It seems like a very small 2 or 3 hit one. But if you notice that the actual evade that you do is an attack itself. So you're hitting the enemy as you're doing that. That is pretty cool. And then Striker. Now this was really fun to do in the demo, but this is the what I'm calling almost the spinning top of death. So you do a series of 3 different spins with your blades, and you can change your direction in between all of them. And there's a nice delay that you can time it out as well. So very cool hunting art. Now we have a new one here, which is almost exclusive. You charge forward and it only works if you jump off or up a ledge. But look at the amount of spins that you do on this thing. That is insane. And then it ends with a huge powerful slam at the end. So there you guys go. What did you guys think? I mean, I'm pretty hyped. I mean, Sword and Shield on Guild is awesome. The ability to do coatings on your blade is going to be really fun. I think more than any other weapon, I think it's going to be easier to aim and to time out the aerial style, so that's cool. And the Striker style for both of these weapons I tried in the demo, and they are unbelievable. The amount of hits that you do makes it so that your hunter arts charge up really fast. For example, when I was fighting Horodo Horudu, I was able to pull off the round slash or the round force for the Sword and Shield about 6 times during the hunt. It kept charging up, so that's really awesome. I think Bushido style for Sword and Shield is going to be really great. If you ever do X plus A towards a cliff or an edge, the jump up attack for the Sword and Shield, it's really powerful. It has good height, but it doesn't throw you forward too far, so it's really great for strategic hitting. And dual blades, I mean, come on, Fashion Hunter, I mean, that is the most stylish thing I've seen yet. These things are great. The guild style doesn't seem to have any changes, and that is a good thing because it was really powerful in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Now, while the aerial style looks like it's a little hard to aim where you're hitting when you do your aerial jump, I am intrigued because the producer Kojima-san, when I spoke to him at the Monster Hunter Cross demo in Sendai that you guys sent me to, said that that is the weapon and style that he's been using a lot recently because he says it's so fresh and so different. So, color me interested. Then Bushido style, I mean, come on, that thing is really cool. So, unlike some of the other attacks, the evade that you do, and I think this works for the Sword and Shield as well, perhaps, but the evasion that you do when you do the perfect evade is actually an attack as well. So you're hitting the monster, and then you start the charge and run, which you can do behind you, and then follow it up with a small multi-hit combo that we haven't seen before. That's cool. With dual blades, you're always up in there really close, so the ability to jump out of an attack and hit at the same time, I think is going to be really powerful. And then finally, Striker style, I have to think that so far, the hunting arts that we've seen, I have to give the award to the most stylish to the dual blades. The spinning top one, which is the 3-hit one that I did before, that thing is great. Now, I went to the Monster Hunter Cross demo, and I'll tell you right now that if you're in striker style with either sword and shield or dual blades, these things fill up really fast. For example, I was able to use this spinning attack over 6 times in one hunt against Horodo Horodu. That's how fast it charges up. So when you think I'm just going to be able to use that art once, you're wrong. You're going to use it a lot when you're in striker, and that greatly changes the way that you approach the weapon. Then finally, that other hunting art, I mean, come on, that spinning wheel of death almost, that's insane. So you hit it and your hunter goes into a run, and if you go off a ledge or up a ledge, you end up doing this incredible propeller-like spin attack, followed up with a heavy attack at the end. I especially like that there's not a big delay between the final finisher and the attacks in the air. That means it's gonna be less likely that you're gonna miss with it. So there you go, that's super exciting stuff today. Tomorrow we have the hammer and the hunting horn. I am super interested to find out, especially the Bushido style for the hunting horn, because I have a feeling that is going to be fun. Until next time, happy hunting.